Jesus Christ. What can I call this video? Bottled it. Bottle jobs. Player mentality, absolutely pathetic. S.U.F.I.A. Sheffield United fucked it up again. I don't know how it goes. Let's talk about the game all in all. Just lineups, the player ratings and whatnot. And this season in general. It might be a long one, so grab yourself a brew, grab yourself a drink. I've got Lucozade ready for me rant because I might get sore throat. After the intro in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Subscribe to more UTB on YouTube.
Hey up everyone and welcome to another video. It's your boy Maury. It's the Sheffield United versus Swansea City match review. It's ended in Sheffield United 3, Swansea City 3. Dear oh dear, how am I gonna rate this game? Yeah. Let's go with lineups first, shall we? Let's start again with lineups. So, Sheffield United lineup with Adam Davis in goal. Then it's Harrison Burrows on the left. Jaffa Tanganga, your captain. Yeah, your captain. Tyler Bindon partners with him. Then it's Femi Sarika. Then Sidney Peck and Jairo Vidavolt. Gustavo Harmer, Callum O'Hare and Andre Brooks. And up front, Patrick Bamford. So, first couple of minutes it was a bit nitty gritty, end to end stuff, and before brilliant, you know, about it were basically end to end. Swansea had their fair chances, we've had our fair chances. We were doing our best to cover the main threat out, Zan Vipotnik, even though Harrison Burrows in the first half, and mostly second half, and we'll get to that. We're having I think it was against Nathan Wood, was it? Or Josh Timon? Josh Timon, one of them two. Having a horrible time against them. Josh Timon and Vipotnik has been basically what you call it, the main goal contributors, with Vipotnik got his 20th goal this season and Timon got 9 goal contributions. And by the way, before we start, I've got my new Sheffield United t-shirt. Rate it a 8 out of 10. I love it. He looks good, authentic. Love the badge design on it, basically. But it's a shame that a lot of players today don't play for this who we support. And that's just my opinion, so here goes. And you're all welcome to your opinion on this video. So yeah. We take the lead on the 26th minute, or no, it was 16th minute. Gustavo Harmer curls it into the keeper's right, I think, was keeper's right, and basically, for brilliant. That's what we need. We're having chances begging, and not long after Swansea came back out like wanting to grab us back throat. And you know what? Looking at the penalty decision, it looked like it weren't a penalty in the ground. I've not watched it back, but I'm going to watch it back probably tomorrow when it come on highlights, and I'll give you an update if I think it's a penalty or not. So I am not saying if it looked like it weren't in the ground, but hey ho. And then this is when Swansea got a penalty on the 26th minute. It's basically Jan Vipotnik. Yeah, sorry, Bob, I just read what someone's just sent me. Reading. Jan Vipotnik, or is it Zan Vipotnik? Up steps, does a stutter run, and then sends Adam Davis the wrong way. Fair enough. He's a good championship player, and you know, Adam Davis can't fault him for that goal and the rest. So we're going to half time. Just before half time, wow, what on earth just happened? So fast forward to 41st minute. Gustavo Harmer. Take it from this way, if you put your mortgage on that shot and gambled your house mortgage, you would have lost, because basically he missed an absolute sitter. Wow. It does good things like pardon me, it does good things like flipping, curl him into box, curl him into top corners, you know, little flicks and tricks and plays. But it's been disappointing this season, I must admit. But that shot, it was a lot harder to basically miss than score. And he scored what it was a lot harder to score than this. A lot easier to miss than score. What the hell? So, yeah, so we're going, we should have been about 2 or 3 up. I just don't think we've took us chances enough in the first half as well. So second half, where the game gets more lively, I was happy to go in the game in the half to basically 1-1. You know what? Is what it is. But, you know, we came out. Swansea, again, I think they've had a good shot when Tyler Bindon cleared it off the line. Wow. The Swansea fans thought they scored, and you know, Patrick Bamford scored, but he just basically went off in row anyway. But we want our goal back, so let's send that better. So yeah, Swansea came out a lot more gung ho, a lot more down pedal to metal, and they've had I thought it were a goal. I thought, what the hell just happened? Cleared off the line, and then this is when United hit him on break. Callum O'Hare plays it to Harrison Burrows. Harrison Burrows slots it past the keeper, 2-1, and we thought, yes, come on now, compose, 2-1 up, just keep it. And then I think substitutions happened before the Tom Cannon goal. So we'll run through it. Callum O'Hare came off. I believe Gustavo Harmer came off. Jairo Vidavol came off. Sinipek came off later in the game, I think. I could be wrong. And how can I forget someone else? Yeah. You know, it's like, it's a blur when I'm trying to watch it and comment on the match preview after, because I sometimes forget. I sometimes basically mess up what happened in the video. So, yeah. Then we go 3-1 up. Wow, we're in dreamland, but I thought, just calm down a little bit. Calm down. All can happen here. All can happen. So Tom Cannon, edge of box, curled it past keeper. We thought, whoa, that's a great goal. Reminded me of that goal against Wednesday when we scored. When he scored in like last dying moments to make it 3-0 in a Sheffield Steel City derby. Exactly carbon copy of that goal. I thought he was going to trickle past keeper, hit near post. Yeah. That lasted a lot. Swansea made the substitutes. I think Adamina and Hyuk. Hyuk came on. The Korean guy. And Zamfir come off. I thought at the time, why take your most threatening player off? And commentators curse. Because I actually said in the ground, Adamina doesn't really score in the league. Yeah. I fucked up royally by saying that. Every time. I sometimes try to like basically hold what I said, because I know what's going to happen. I can predict. I thought, oh, for God's sake, I thought, we've got this. Surely they can't chuck a 2-goal cushion away. So before we get on to that, and I'll say that phrase again in a couple of minutes' time when I go through the goals. So yeah, so Swansea, I don't know what we were doing. What we were doing for that second goal. Our defence was absolute no show. Basically, I don't even know what happened. Did it come from a corner? I know our ground, did it come from what you call it? People who watched it on telly might have got a bit more all sit closer to the Swansea side, got a bit more like information on that goal. But our defence, they just went yeah. Tanganga banged me head with him. I banged me absolute head with him. I thought he was good, and I still think he's good, but wow. He doesn't look like a Sheffield United player. He doesn't look like a captain. He let Adam Eder, and I think Tyler Bindon figure, it might be Tanganga actually. He let Adam Eder have keys to Sheffield and Swansea put together in that space. Where were they? Basically, what happened was, I think he won edge at box or just in box. He just slotted it past Davis. Well driven low shot. I don't blame Adam Davis, to be fair. But wow, what the actual F? What the actual, should I say, fuck? I don't care now. Like, sometimes you've got to go ham and hammer for nail with certain players because they haven't been good enough one bit. So 3-2, you know what? On the 70th minute or 65th minute, you know what? Hold it out, lads. Come on. One goal they need to score to get back into it. And just hold it out, make sure they don't do it. Yeah. So fast forward, ever since that third goal went in for us, we still not bothered. That's all I can say. It was just like, score his third goal, and break on, slam, shot, and that's when teams get to us. And Swansea, no offence, but they didn't look that special. They looked poor, and we looked poorer. Ow. So as they got that second goal, the only fans believed, rightly so, and then all the Swansea players believed, rightly so. And what happened on the 82nd minute? Could you remember that when I said surely United can't, what you call it, chuck away 2-goal lead? They can. It can't get any worse than this. It can. So basically, they chucked away yet again another win in my eyes. It's 2 points dropped rather than a point gained. And it's frustrating. We've seen it against Preston, where we were 2-0 up and we lost 3-2. We've seen it when we were at Leicester and we were 3-0 up. We somehow managed to win 3-2. Not good enough. I know we got 3 points against Leicester, but not good enough that. Not good enough by players. Not good enough. No. Any top team would do better than that. That's why Coventry's up there, Middlesbrough's up there, Millwall's up there, and even Wrexham. Because they find a way to win. What do we do? Try and find a way to lose. Yeah. So yeah, it happened against Preston, like I've just said. Leicester, we nearly chucked it away. Wrexham, basically, we nearly tarted that and bumper-clarted it. Then, what you call it, we've seen it, I think, Wrexham at home, we've seen it then. West Brom at home, we've seen it. When we just chucked games away. We were in pole driving seat. What do we go and do? We clarted it, we tarted it. I wasn't going to say bumper-clarted it, but, you know. And it's the players' mentality, so it finished 3-3. And my ratings today, Adam Davis, going on to the players' ratings now. Adam Davis, I believe he was 6 out of 6.5. That's the average. Then not Jeff Tagger. Harrison Burrows took his goal quite well, but he can't defend. He can attack, but he's not a defender. He's not good enough going back. He's too lightweight. He gets too caught out. He's not fast enough when you're going up against championship athletes. And then you've got, I think I'm going to rate him a 6.5, cost of his goal, otherwise 5. So yeah, he gets a point, 1.5 points for that. Jaffa Tanganga, absolutely poor. Poor. And that 4, I give a 4. A 4 for poor. Poor for 4. Poor for... I don't know why I just said that. Tyler Bildon, even though I can't play with Tanganga, I do give him basically a 6.5. Just done a steady job, done what he needs to do. I can't blame the lad. Femi Siriki, I think for me, my man at match, I think he's going to have an 8. I do believe that he did well today, and he was running up and down that pitch. Yeah, he was making balls happen, even though I don't think Andre Brooks were on the same page. I think Femi Siriki looked like an athlete today, and he ran his absolute socks off. And he's a United player. That's what I think. Then we go on to Gustavo Harmer. What do I rate him? I think I'm going to rate him a 6.5. If it weren't for the fact that he's well struck and goal, I'm just going to give him a 5 because he's just been average. That sitter alone, what was he doing? He went for glory. Like I said to a few people, he only scored that goal to put himself in shop window. Sometimes he does that to put himself in shop window. And it's like, that's why players are playing like they are. And then moving on to Gyro and Sinner, I'll do combined. I think they both get a 12 combined, 6 each. I didn't realise Gyro, he was tired after more or less 45 minutes, and City Peck, he just tires more in game. He tries to sometimes make reckless challenges, and you know what, I like him. He's a Sheffield United player, I think, and you know, I'd keep. So on the left, on the right, Andre Brooks, and I don't think he's been good today. I think he's been poor. I think basically it looks like it because he went away for international break. He looked fucked. He looked absolutely tired. His legs look like he's worn out. It looks like he get up. Rightly so, because he travelled to Congo. I think he travelled over to Jamaica, and that takes a toll on its young lad. I've only got to know when I drive up and down country and at the end of the week, I'm absolutely bust. So yeah, that's what you call it. My rating for midfield lot, defence lot. Then we're going to Callum O'Hare, and I thought he'd put in a shift. He's my close second man at match, as well as Tyler Bildon. They're my 3 there, all its saving grace. And Callum O'Hare, I think he will having a better game today, but he's always sometimes he wanders back on himself, and I just think if you just shot that, you could have easily scored. It's like, for instance, first half, we would have messed about in box when Bamford got to it, and he's absolutely thought about shooting, and he sliced it. And I thought, for God's sake. And Bamford, I think he gets a 6, because I just think he was non-existent. He was like basically, like, I thought he was quiet today, Bamford. He was trying to make good runs, but he was just like basically just trying to sliding behind players while I don't think we played to his game today. And that goes on to other one, Tom Cannon. Tom Cannon took his goal well. I thought he smashed it into the corner, but I didn't really notice him after that. Well, saying that, I didn't even notice players after third goal, so I might be a bit too harsh on Tom Cannon. Tahith Chong. I always want to believe that he comes and makes a difference, but he don't. It don't make no difference, Tahith Chong. It just, all I just see is just hair just bouncing up and down, that's it. And I just don't think he's good enough. Then we move on to Tom Davis. Like again, good quality player on his day, but he looks nimble. So as a player goes near him, he just crumbles. And like, who else came on there? Oh, I forgot. I even forget. At that point, I just thought, you know what? Can't be bothered. And I know a big win for nearly 20 minutes on the match and whatnot. And I'll probably go on to the... I don't need to do another video, I might just do another 5 minutes of the season in all. The overall Chris Wilder's tactics, I think. Oh, Rothwell as well. I want to believe he's a good player. I want to see that he's a good player, Rothwell, but I'm seeing the Rothwell what Rangers seen. Not good enough. And Rangers fans warned us and warned media like he's not good enough. And I'm seeing that. I want to see the Rothwell were Leeds and Bournemouth. Because he were a good player. We've got this Rothwell who's been at Rangers. And that goes on to Chris Wilder as well. How many more games do we give? Realistically. How many more games do we give Chris Wilder? He talks the good talk. He's a blade, yeah. He's a blade like us, but... Right. I was saying to someone earlier, if it was... How come Ruben Sayers... Don't get me wrong, Ruben Sayers had 6 games and he was trash. But who's to say that he might have turned it around? I don't know. There might have been, like I said, there might have been a language barrier. But if it were another manager apart from Chris Wilder, he would have been fired. He would have been sacked and would go again and would regroup. And I think it's the case that is a Sheffield United fan and think bored. But I like him, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's got to go out, but I'm just questioning how many games do we actually give him. I'm willing to give him 10 next season, but if we go down, I want him out next end of season. Even though you might say, oh, but we won't go down, but I looked at the table and we're 10 points off of relegation. We could lose our next 6 games, just bear in mind. And do you know what? Just bear in mind we can lose our next 6 games. And teams around us only need to pick up 3 wins and 2 draws. And if each team does that, like in and around us, that puts us into bottom 3. And then if Oxford has 4 wins, that put us just above Wednesday. I'm not trying to fearmonger you, but that's just how I see. I don't think, we're too good to not go up. We're not going up or we're not staying. We're not going down. I'm just trying to look at it as, just look at the table and it looks as more like just as easy to get into a relegation dogfight yet again. Will it be sad? Yes. Will it teach us a lesson? I mean, the players, probably yes, because obviously, who's gonna buy a player who's just got relegated unless he played out of the skins? Look at Mengi for Luton. No one's bought him. Do you know what I mean? No one bought Jerry Yates from Luton. No one bought Mark McGuinness when Mark McGuinness went down with Luton, apart from us. And I don't think he's been good enough. And that goes on to our summer signings, Ben Mee. And I know, like, this is going to be a long video, and, you know, basically I might do a part 1, part 2 in this edit. Ben Mee, being good, but where's he been since Ipswich Town? And it's like, what? We played Ipswich on the 21st of January. It's been nearly 3 months since I've last seen him. But he's done a gig with Sidemen, and why? Is he favoured by Wilder? Who knows? Let's have a look. Danny Ings, not being good enough. I get that he's getting a bit too old and stuff like that. You know, fair play. Jaffet Tanganga, I liked him. I liked him before last couple of games, but last couple of games he don't look like a leader. He don't even look bothered on that pitch. I hate to say it because I really wanted Jaff. I really wanted Tanganga because he absolutely can be a player on his day. Is he missing London? Will he be best off going back to a London club and going again? I think he might do. And if someone offers us, say, like a percentage of the chunk what we paid for him, I'd take it off you. Then we move on to Tai Chong. What did I say? I thought in summer, Tai Chong, brilliant. But I just don't think he's been good enough. Then you move on to your Chiadozi or Benny. Why would Ipswich loan him out to us? If Ipswich thought we were serious, they would have loaned him out for us if he were a good player. Just like that sinking. And that worried me. Then less said about Ogbene. Then we move on to Tyler Bindon. I thought he was woeful at the beginning of the season. I wanted him to go. I wanted him to, like, basically go in January, go back to Forest, drop down a level, and you know what, Tyler Bindon, you proved me wrong. Good. I like that. I like players when they prove me wrong. But then moving on to Louis Barry. He's gone now, so basically he's irrelevant. Good luck at Stockport. Hope you get back firing, and he'll be a top player in no time. It's just unfortunate with injuries. I can't really slag him off for that. Ben Godfrey, you know what? Not being good for us. His head weren't in it, but he's doing well at Bromby. Fair play to him. Good luck at Bromby, Ben. You know, some clubs work hard, some clubs don't. AI lads, I've not noticed one apart from Samara, and Samara, I don't think he's been good enough as well. I would have thought he was good, and in patches he looked a real baller, he looked a real player, but other than that, I just don't think he's been a player what we hoped he were. And I'm trying to think of the top of my head who else was signed. AI lads, nah, I don't think they've been good. I know somebody were. Mark McGuinness. See, I've got to try to think it back in my head as well. I don't think he's been basically out special. When did he score that goal? I think he was against Stoke, weren't it? And then ever since that, no sure. Pull it together. Season in general, not been good enough. Top to bottom, not been good enough. I'm only keeping this at 30 minutes, so we'll quickly run through the season. Top to bottom, not been good enough. Too many games thrown away. Nearly 29 points chucked away as well from winning positions. Let that sink in. So basically, 51 and 29. So, yeah, we could have easily been on 80 points. We could have easily been second, maybe first, if Coventry, I'm not too sure what points there. We could have easily been second, but the players' mentality has not been good enough. I don't think the coach, I like to question our fitness team. I like to question our not mental team, no, leave that out. Like, we're just not good enough. Will we go again? You know what? Only a couple of players like Sidney Peck, Patrick Bamford, Gyro Reed of old, could say Callum O'Hare, and Sidney Peck, well, not Sidney Peck, said him. Femi Sarika represents that. All others couldn't care. They couldn't care. They're only picking a wage up. It won't hurt them. They'll go out downtown tonight, probably forgetting about it because they picked up a handsome wage. So yeah, that's just my rant. Sorry about this long video. Hope you enjoyed. If you like, please like, share to your United mates. Share out wide, get more views. This is your channel as well as mine. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Till the Bristol City preview, which I'll probably release Sunday evening latest. Till next time, future is red, future is white. And no, future is bright, the future is red and white. Come on, you Blades. And remember, Blades for life, not for glory. Just remember that. Till next time, see ya.